Morning everybody, hope you're all well. So we're continuing our story with Moses today. As you remember last week, he took the Israelites into the desert and they had no food, and God provided them with a new food called manna, and it kept them going, and they carried on their travels across to the promised land. Unfortunately, the water was starting to deplete, and once again they were stuck in the desert without any means of drinking or feeding their animals with any water. As they trekked across, they got very short of the water, so much so that things started to get a bit desperate. The people soon forgot all about what God had done for them. They began to complain again. In fact, they were so angry with Moses that he began to fear for his life. God said to Moses, "Take the elders of the Israelites and go ahead of the people. I will guide you to a rock. Strike it with your staff, just as you did with the river Nile." So Moses did this. As his staff touched the rock, water gushed out, and the Israelites were able to drink their fill once again. Moses hoped at last that the children of Israel would stop doubting God's plan for them and learn to trust him more. Well, poor old Moses does seem to have a few problems, doesn't he? Bless him. Right, it's nearly craft time. So what I need you to do is I need you to go and get a paper plate or a piece of card. If you've got some brown paper or an old brown envelope or wrapping paper, we need some brown paper. And you also, if you've got some blue paper would be good. And I'll see you in a minute. Right, everyone, are we all ready? Got our felt pens, our glue, our scissors and everything? Off we go. So, taking your paper plate, I want you to cut round some brown paper or colour in some paper that will actually cover your paper plate. Like so. Okay, so it looks like part of the rocky floor of the desert. All right, okay, now we've done that, what I need you also to do is I need you to go with your clever skills again and draw another little Moses. Can you do that for me? Little Moses, put a little tab on his feet so that he can stand up. And you also need, yes, to make a staff, because Moses and God used this staff many times in our stories, didn't he? Right, next thing, with some spare brown paper, I want you to scrunch it up, just like that. And then I want you to stick it on your paper plate. So it looks like a rock sticking out of the floor, just like so. Can you see? I've got a rock, yeah? Okay. The next thing I need you to do is to get some blue paper, cut it in sort of an arch shape, and then cut strips up the middle, but not right to the top. And then you take a pencil and you roll the strips upwards, like so. Can you see? That's it. I'll do the rest of mine. I've just put 4 strips in because that was plenty. But you could do more if you wish. Doesn't matter. Okay, just roll, 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 roll. That's fantastic. So can you see? It looks a bit like a waterfall. Now the next thing you need to do is to stick the water onto your rock. Okay, just like so. Can you see that? So there's the rock and there's the water rushing out of the rock, just like God promised Moses. Then taking your little Moses, yes, you need to stand him next to your rock. Okay, there we are. There's Moses. And what's the one thing he needs to make the rock turn into water? Yes, his staff. So you attach his staff to his hand near the rock, just like so, to remind us of the story today, that once again, despite all the complaining, God still provided for the Israelites, and they really must learn to trust him. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.